Weatherfield has been shaken by escalating suspicions, emotional turmoil, and a shocking act of violence that will change Coronation Street forever. What began as an investigation into a mysterious attack has spiraled into tragedy, leaving families devastated and viewers reeling. Detective Inspector Costello remains in Weatherfield General Hospital after suffering life-threatening injuries in a brutal and unprovoked assault. The shocking attack left the well-respected detective unconscious and fighting for his life. Former Detective Kit Green and businesswoman Carla Connor have quietly been pursuing their own leads, privately convinced that Becky Swain, long believed dead, may be responsible. Yet despite mounting suspicion, the pair are crippled by the same frustrating obstacle. There is no solid proof linking Becky to the assault. Every thread of evidence unravels into uncertainty, and every recollection contradicts someone else's testimony. The ghost of Becky's supposed death still hangs over Weatherfield, and a lack of closure over the past only deepens the mystery. Kit's investigation took a chilling turn when he discovered strange inconsistencies in Costello's financial history. Records show that the detective had been making arrangements for an early and unannounced retirement, just months before the attack. Among the most alarming discoveries is a house quietly purchased through a shell corporation formed mere weeks after Becky's alleged death. The unexpected link raises disturbing questions. Why would Costello secretly acquire property connected to a company with possible ties to Becky? Was he hiding something, or was he being blackmailed? The revelations send shockwaves through Kit and Carla, igniting a renewed determination to uncover the truth. Viewers are left to wonder whether Costello stumbled upon something dangerous long before the attack, and whether Becky has returned to settle old scores once and for all. As suspicions harden, Carla becomes increasingly isolated, haunted by the idea that Becky may have slipped back into Weatherfield undetected. Tension explodes when Becky confronts Carla in a chilling secret encounter away from the prying eyes of friends and neighbors. The exchange is laced with veiled threats and unsettling insinuations about betrayal, revenge, and unfinished business. Carla leaves shaken and terrified, convinced that Becky is alive and capable of anything. But at the same time, she finds herself unable to warn Lisa Swain, Becky's sister, without shattering what remains of their fragile bond. The emotional weight becomes unbearable. Meanwhile, Carla and Lisa share a heart-wrenching private moment. After months of unresolved tension, suspicion, and danger, the two finally confess their love for each other. Tearfully, they admit that there is no path forward together while danger stalks Weatherfield and Becky's shadow threatens everyone involved. Carla's voice trembles as she tells Lisa that letting go is the only way to protect them both. The devastating confession marks the emotional breaking point for the pair. Lisa leaves in tears, desperate to hold onto Carla but powerless in the face of spiraling chaos. Carla, too, is shattered, isolated, terrified, and heartbroken. Hours later, tragedy strikes. Carla is lured to an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of Weatherfield after receiving a cryptic message hinting at answers about Costello's investigation. Believing she has finally uncovered the key to truth, Carla goes alone, unaware she is walking into a trap. Inside the dimly lit building, Carla confronts Becky for the final time. Their explosive confrontation exposes painful secrets. Becky survived her supposed death, manipulated a network of shell companies, and orchestrated the attack on Costello to silence him. When Carla threatens to expose everything, Becky snaps. The attack is swift, brutal, and merciless. Becky leaves Carla bleeding and unconscious before disappearing into the night. When emergency services arrive, Carla is rushed to the hospital, but the injuries prove catastrophic. Doctors fight desperately to save her life, but in the early hours of the morning, Carla Connor is pronounced dead. News of Carla's death sends shockwaves across Weatherfield. The discovery leaves Kit devastated and fuels Lisa's anguish. Overwhelmed with grief and rage, Lisa vows to bring Becky to justice, setting in motion a new pursuit that could destroy everything in its path. Carla's murder marks one of the darkest chapters in Coronation Street history. Her death raises terrifying questions about the future of Weatherfield and sets the stage for a gripping hunt for Becky, a woman who now feels unstoppable, unpredictable, and dangerously close to slipping away once more. Viewers now brace for the fallout: accusations, confrontations, and inevitable heartbreak. As authorities launch a full-scale manhunt for Becky Swain, the road to justice promises to be long and fraught with danger. Carla Connor's tragic death will forever haunt those left behind, and Weatherfield will never be the same again.